Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Pasadena, California, and the iconic Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a playoff team from last year, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Burnstreet. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. Team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Richard. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. The offense with three tight ends now on first down, trying to create a mismatch. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And they'll tackle at about the 23-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Now it's second down here. Pre-snap motion from the offense. The back's got it. Tried to bounce it, but couldn't get the corner to stop him for a loss.
Boy, great job by this defense on this second down run. Just stonewalled him at the line of scrimmage. Now they get a chance to really pressure the quarterback here, try to get off the field.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Ball fielded near the 35. When he's got some space here. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. On the ground, it's Higgins. He goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Higgins. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Bringing pressure. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. It stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. Important third down play coming up. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Now coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. It's an out route, the catch made. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
And the wideout goes in motion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The receiver grabs it. He's found some room at the 45. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tigers, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. Coach, you play quarterback. How about appreciate? Receiver that runs his routes that precisely.
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start with the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Catch made over the middle.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
A completion makes it second down. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Looking deep downfield to the left. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Chris, that's every quarterback's worst nightmare. A wide open receiver streaking for a touchdown. You could throw a hook shot out there, let him get underneath it, and let him run to the end zone. What a missed opportunity.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that pass is batted away, incomplete.
Boy, 3rd down and short. They decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at 4th and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He finds the running back for a fourth down catch. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Boy, what a great job here by the quarterback, working through his progressions and staying patient. He didn't panic. He didn't get out of there. He knew to his back, if he could get the ball in his hands, had a chance to pick up the first down. That's exactly what he was able to do.
Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Catch made on the out route. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And it's a direct snap. Makes the grab on the move. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and when you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide, as they get on the board here in this playoff game. That kind of execution, the long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Went after, up and good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Richard. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Going absolutely nowhere with a loss on the play.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Gets out of bounds after a solid gain.
Big conversion there on third down to the receiver. Quarterbacks love a guy that they can depend on in these kind of situations.
He's in the clear. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. It keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup, Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
I love this little touch pass call. It stretches this defense out, puts a lot of pressure on the defense to have to contain and get wide, and it can open up so many different aspects of the offensive playbook.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop it, but it's a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. The clock has stopped and we've reached the 2-minute timeout before halftime. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Catch made on the right side. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. 3rd and short here in this playoff game, the 8th play of the drive. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, LSU.
Third and short here in this playoff game, the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Catch made on the sidelines, good enough for a 1st down. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Gets out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Good job by the defense forcing this pitch to get the ball out of the quarterback's hands. The problem is they gave up some positive yards there, but at least they brought him down.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the...
Touchdown, LSU, as they put 6 more on the board. So with playoff pressure curve, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. We're going to throw now on 1st down. And it's caught across the middle. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. Looking to throw it on 1st down. He's got it with room to run. Touchdown, tie. No chance to catch him there. This college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Richard. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. Direct snap. Breaks into open space. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Quick throw to his receiver. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. He runs that. That's a big gain there.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. First down, looking to throw the football. He's looking deep down the middle. Clock way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, LSU. This offense cannot be stopped.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. You get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
Point after, knocked right through. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Trying to get the throw off. So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Here comes a handoff. The game moves the ball to the 34. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Looks like Alabama will have the first down. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. First down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. The defense takes their third and final timeout to make some adjustments at the sideline. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes onto the field. And it's good right down the middle. And those 3 points will finish off the first half and take us to halftime. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. Looking for a fast start, trying to take control of the game here in the third quarter. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. The pocket breaking down. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a third and manageable here? It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Caught, completion. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down.
What a huge third down conversion here for this offense. Nice job of being able to give the quarterback enough time. He finds the matchup that he wants, gets it to his man, and he does the rest.
That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
They'll take a deep shot here. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Touchdown, Alabama. And that will give them the lead now.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PAT puts him up 3. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Richard. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And that mighty Bengals offense is back out on the field. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. The pass rush closing in. And he's intercepted. Now he's bringing it back. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
The offensive coordinator begins this drive with excellent field position. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. On the run here, lets it go. Caught by the receiver. it's out of bounds after a decent gain.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense. When you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
They're going to run it. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down mark. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play. Touchdown or field goal. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having...
And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
And the extra point gives him a double-digit lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Richard. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game. It's
a deep shot to the left side. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Boy, this defense has this quarterback rattled. An interception in the last series, he almost threw another one.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Quick throw to the left side. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Misfire on first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 46. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. This time it's complete.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
That catch makes it a more manageable third down. Snags the quick throw. Past the 30. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to chuck it again. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. Chance for the big fella to come up with a takeaway there. Sets up a second down.
Boy, Chris, this quarterback is getting way too loose with the football. He's already thrown an interception in the last series. Almost has another one here. He's got to start taking better care of the football.
Looks right for a quick completion. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that's his second touchdown catch already in just the first half. You can guarantee the coach on the other side is trying to make every adjustment he can to slow this guy down.
And he knocks through the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. And looking to throw now on first down. Pulls it in. It's Higgins. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Wow, they get positive yards here. You have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. He makes the grab at the 30 and still going. Touchdown from Ncaa. Still no answer for this offensive machine. Because this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Tackled at the 23, brought it out and tried to make a play. Good coverage that time. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Close to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Breaks into the clear. Past the 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, LSU. Too much speed for the defense.
Well, this tight end is an absolute weapon with the ball in his hands. They get him the ball, and the whole crowd seemed to know what was about to happen. He took off and took it to the end zone.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and booted away. Should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Ball carrier brought down what is the final play of this third quarter. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Play fake, looking to throw. A deep shot to the left side. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Look out, he's in the clear.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
Here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Tiny space at the 20. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
We'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards away.
fights through the tackle. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense reminds me of a group that just is all about preparation. They are completely dialed in on this play. Yeah, they give up the completion, but how about that? Nowhere to go after the catch.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Forced out of bounds after a nice game. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the read here by this quarterback to find his open man and keep this drive moving. Great conversion. And when you're in the red zone, you got to think about getting a touchdown. You want to come away with 6 points.
Touchdown, LSU. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the 4th quarter, to give them the lead.
PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looking deep downfield to the left. It's intercepted. Trying to fire it into a tight window.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
And they'll get him down that time.
Because much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Can he make it to the marker? We're able to move the sticks. Set up now, 1st down at the 34.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Pounding away with the run game. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Playoff games coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone for the 1st down.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the 4th quarter. It's 3rd down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away and secure the victory? Good throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Playoff dreams coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away and secure the victory? QB keeper all the way. Will not be brought down. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now.
Total control right now, Chris. You just got to assume. Just keep running the football. You look at the clock, in their favor. You look at the field position where they are, obviously in their favor. So it just makes sense. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock because you got everything working in your direction.
They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So off the loss, it's second and goal for the 8. Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The offense facing a third and goal from a long way away. And there's the handoff. And he's brought down there.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on third and goal. It brings us to fourth and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown.
Wasn't alert enough, didn't get the playoff. That'll cost them 5 yards. Delay of game, they don't get the snap off in time. So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. Well, Cook, we thought it might be this kind of a game.